So the main thing that I was able to get done this summer was the metal roof and painting the place, which makes a huge difference. It doesn't look like an abandoned building anymore, or less so. I cleared out a little bit more space there, but otherwise the yard is pretty much the same. The only other major difference outside, walk this way, is I redid the front. So I put in a brand new steel door, which is a huge upgrade on the sheet of plywood that was there before. Built a little roof over top of it, moved the lamp, and then built the steps up to it, which is fairly nice. And then here's the other side. Again, the whole thing's painted, so it's much better. The other thing I added, I planted a couple of cherry trees, so hopefully in a couple of years those will be nice. And there's my mailbox with the tire around the base, which out here in New Brunswick is very chic. Everybody has it. So they just dropped off the pile of gravel that's going to be the base for my little mini barn. Not quite sure how long it's going to take to make that flat, but we'll find out. And here it is finished. It may not look like much, but that was 2 days with a shovel and a wheelbarrow. It just about killed me. This is about 2 weeks it's been in the ground. You can see the grass has grown up around the edges. So this is the pad where my mini barn will go, which will be about 12 by 20. And there's a place just up the road that sells them. So that's fairly easy to put in. So that'll be next summer. It's lifted off, I don't know, maybe 18 inches, 2 feet. So this is well out of the sort of the flood danger by any stretch of the imagination. Into the yard. And there's the back of the house. No major changes except for, you can see the window there that I put in right up at the peak, and a little bit more of the roof. And then just down out into the yard, another beautiful day. The lawn is slowly starting to look like a lawn. Considering all of this was a farmer's field for about 30 years, and all of that looked like that, I'm pretty happy with the way that it's come in. So that's only, I don't know, maybe a third of the property, so I could have 2 times again as much of that cleared if I wanted to. And then back here, this ultimately will be where the septic field is going to go once that all comes together. And then back into the bush again. It probably goes another 50 feet back there as my property before you hit the river, and then on into the bush. There's the moose that lives on my property. Zoom in. He's probably going to leave. Yep, there he is. It's a little bit dark, but just to put it into context a little bit. There's my house. Seen him a lot this summer. So not too much on the inside this summer, just there's the door from the inside, and I moved all the switches into one place, and now I can control the loft lights from down here as well, which is sort of nice. Other than that, I got my stereo installed. I got the speakers up over the windows, which is kind of nice. And I also, major change in the kitchen, I got rid of the old stove, which is just sitting there for the minute, but just put in a brand new gas stove. That one isn't connected quite yet, but I'm just about there. That's going to make a huge, huge difference. I made the shelves over the microwave twice as big, which, as you can see, they're already full, so that was necessary. And finally got myself, there's the old stove, a futon, so I have a little bit of a couch area now, and there's my coffee table. You probably realize what's on the futon. That's the green and sort of brownish wool blanket that Mum made, which is absolutely fantastic. It fit on the futon perfectly, and because it's so heavy, it lays down nice and flat, unlike normal covers that you have to move all the time. I put that on about 3 weeks ago, and I haven't had to sort of adjust it or move it once. It just sits there like a lead sheet. So it's perfect, and it really fits the sort of, country cabin and the wood and everything. It's been fantastic. and that's just in the bathroom. There's a little mirror I got when I was in Mexico, which is quite nice, and put a little shelf in. But other than that, that's the only thing else that I've changed. So one of the places I was able to get quite a bit of work done was up in the loft. You can see I put all the pine up on the ceiling, which makes a huge difference, and obviously put the window in there. So I've been able to turn this into my bedroom finally, and there's actually a huge amount of space up here. I'm not sure how well it's going to come out in the camera, but you can see the come around this way. And there's the fan. I still have to keep working on that. And I left the block and tackle in because the door opens up, so for moving luggage or any kind of furniture or whatever, it definitely helps out.